So with our team, we have set up multiple Twitter infrastructures that consisted hundreds of Twitter accounts. And in this video, I have built this quick SOP for you to get you started with scaling Twitter accounts and mass DMs on Twitter. So right now we will start, I will just show you what we will go over. We will go over like the basic setup, what accounts to buy, how to log them in, how many DMs you will be able to send, some preparations, how to log them in, how to do the accounts warm up and management and few other stuff. But let's start with actually buying the accounts. So we usually buy them on Xmarket. So if you go to xmarket.com, and I scroll a little bit, you can see Twitter, and you can just go to Twitter aged and find account that you like. What I recommend is getting accounts that are over 6 months old. I mean, you can still be sending out DMs from accounts that are like 1 month old, but there is bigger chance that they will get suspended, and also they don't look as much credible as those ones that are over 6 months old. And then I would also recommend getting some accounts with 2FA and set. You will have much easier times logging them in. And that's basically it for accounts. You also want to have them email verified. If they are also phone verified, it's great. Then you will need some anti-detect browser for browser isolation. So something like AdsPower or HideMyAg. Let me just open AdsPower real quick. So you have those accounts separated, each account on a different proxy. If I launch it, it looks something like this, where you can just open up the browser and it will launch the browser with the account that is on it. Right now, I need to download some update here, I think. But basically on each one of those browsers is different account with different IP address. That's the basic setup that we have here. And then you will also need some automation tool for lead scraping, because obviously you will be sending out tens of thousands of DMs, so you will need a lot of leads to send out those DMs to. And then you will need also some scheduling DM software because doing it manually or with the VAs is almost impossible to do at this scale. So that's why we are using Xreacher for that. And then for content, I would recommend creating like 20 variations of the initial DM message. So one is that it will be shuffling between those messages, so you are not sending the same DM all over again, and Twitter won't flag you for it. And then also you are also split testing those messages, so then you can adjust based on that. Then you will need 100 profile pictures, 100 banners, 100 names, usernames, and bios. For basically all of this stuff, you can use like some ChatGPT prompt to generate you those based on the criteria that you want. Let's do some quick math on how many DMs you will be sending. I recommend setting it up to like 200 DMs per day. You can push it even to more, to like 300, 450, but you need to already be sending for some time, and the accounts need to be verified. So I'm right now going with 200 DMs per day for this example. For 30 days, that's like 6,000 DMs per month per account, which is for 100 accounts, 600,000 DMs per month. If you get like 1% reply rate, you already have 6,000 replies per month. If you have like 10% booking rate, you can be booking even 600 sales calls. But it depends on what you are selling. You can be selling something different, but usually you can get like 6,000 replies. Then some preparation before login. Confirm the accounts that you are buying, as I said before, aged, ideally 6 months or more old. Then emailed plus phone number verified, at least email verified. If it's phone number verified, it's also good. And login credentials, username, password, email, recovery email, and 2FA. So once you buy the accounts, then you will need those assets that I talked about before. So for the profile picture, you don't want to be using some like logos or whatever, some logo over agency or something. It should be a real person. So it either can be you or someone from your agency or whatever, or you can just use like stock or AI generated photos. It's also fine. They just have to look real, okay? They need to look authentic. If you just get some like stock photos that look really staged, not many people will trust those accounts. So just make sure they look authentic, like actually a real person would shoot that. For banner, it can be really simple. I have been mentioning this in a video before. You can just put there some picture that has something related to your niche, or it can be just some one color banner with some text what you are doing, some credibility or some call to action. Then for bio, yeah, you just need to have some kind of credibility there, what you are doing, some call to action ideally, and some pinned tweets. So for the bio, you can also use some GPT prompts to make you the bios at scale. Like, I mean, you can use the same bio on all of the accounts, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would do different bio on all of the accounts, or like slight adjustments so that Twitter won't flag you. And then use separate browser anti-detect setup if managing multiple accounts. Exactly. So first, login and security check. Login from a clean browser. So if you go to AdsPower, just create new profile, or if you are on HideMyAg or any other anti-detect browser, just create new browser and then use 2 or 3 accounts per proxy. Use proxies 2 or 3 per account. It should be 2 or 3 per proxy. I did a mistake here. There should be per account. So 2 or 3 accounts can be on the same IP address. I think you can do like 5, maybe even more, but I wouldn't recommend it because then you are risking the suspensions of the account. So we do like 2 or 3. And then change password. Basically, you have bought accounts from someone, it's better to change the password. So for example, if they accidentally resell them to someone else, nobody can steal your account. So change the password and confirm email, phone to 2FA. Note all credentials in secure password manager or some tracking sheet. Yeah, you have to save the credentials somewhere that is easily accessible, and when you change them, make sure to change it there, because when you forget on this, it can be held. And when, for example, you need to change password or email and you don't know the credentials, it's mess. Then for the account warm-up, I recommend doing some likes, reposts, replies, and ideally if you can also post. And I will do this for at least 7 days, ideally like 14 days. But if you do 7 days, then you can be sending it. It's fine. But there is big chance that you will get them into the additional DMs folder, which is for many people fine because they still get a pretty good reply rate. But if you want to be out, I would do probably this one for at least like 14 days plus some DM simulation. But just 20 likes per day, do some scrolling, do some reposts, 5 replies, and if you can also post, it will help as well. And from the start, for 100 accounts, you can still have VAs doing this manually. But if it's anything above 100, I would probably set up some automation for that. Then proxy, yeah, not more than 2 or 3 accounts per IP. And yeah, as I said before, use more message templates if you are running unverified accounts to avoid flagging them, because if all of the accounts would be sending the same message, I mean, you can do it, but just I want to make the chance of getting the account suspicious or banned lower, so I just shuffle between those messages, so I have more first message templates. The management and automation, you will need some lead scraper, as I said, to get those leads that you are targeting, and DM sending automation, ideally if it's API based, so you don't need to run any browsers. So for that, I obviously recommend Xreacher, because you don't need to run any browsers, because with many other automations out there, you actually need to have your browsers open to send out those messages. But with Xreacher, we are using API endpoints, so you just set it up once, and then you can close your computer and still the Xreacher is sending the messages for you. So that's why I recommend some API-based solution, so you don't need to have 100 browsers open at the same time and running some VPS and things like that. And then you can use some AI bot for replies, or have a team of VAs or chatters replying on the accounts. Both of them are okay solutions. If you are on 100 accounts, you can still use VAs or some chatters to do that. If you are going over 100 accounts, I would probably set up some AI bot for that that would handle the replies. But you can still, even on hundreds of accounts, you can still scale it with VAs or chatters. That's fine as well. It just might be more expensive, so it depends on what's your profit on this. Then later, the whole account setup warm-up process can be automated. Yeah, as I said before, like right now we Also, we are creating accounts, we are setting them up, everything automatically, because we have prompts for names, bios, we have prompts for profile pictures, for banners, so we can automate everything, and we have also automation for the warm-up process. But you don't need it for now. If you are doing just 100 accounts, you can set up everything manually. But if you want to scale it to hundreds of accounts, maybe thousands, you need some warm-up, you need some automation. So if you would want some help with that, you can message me on Telegram. I will leave the link in this document that I will link in this video. So if you want to go through this document after this video, I will just leave it in the description. And then you also need to leave some budget for suspended accounts, because it might happen if, for example, the warm-up is too fast, you start sending the DMs too fast, there is chance that the accounts get banned. So that's why I say here you should always save some budget for basically setting up the new accounts. So keep some backup accounts warming up while the primary ones are sending. And you can also use some rotation links if you are sending a lot of links. And also avoid sending links within the first message, so the account won't get flagged. And if you want to scale beyond 100 accounts, for example, 200 accounts is already 1 million DMs per month. And if you already have the first 100, it's pretty easy to scale it to more. But then it requires a team of VAs to manage replacements, content rotation, and more other stuff. If you would want me to help with that, you can just message me on Telegram. And that's everything for me for this video. If you have any questions, just ask me, but everything here should be pretty straightforward. I will leave the document in the description. See you guys.